you spent for that day at the amusement park. And they don't want to be told, don't play with the box, play with the toy. How they're doing matters more than exactly what is going on. Well, in her frustration, Jenny accelerated on her bike to get ahead of me, to get away from me, and to create some space between us. I, however, noticed she had picked a particularly bad time to accelerate as we were heading into a curve. Remember the slippery, slanted, wet pavement with the signs every 20 feet saying slippery when wet? So I called out, "Watch out, slow down." And there may have been a little bit of a tisk-tisk in my tone, but it didn't matter. She couldn't hear me. Or, more likely, because she was mad, she pretended she couldn't hear me. So instead of slowing down, she pedaled faster, like an idiot. Her wheels touched the water just as she entered the turn, and she went down. Hard. I rode up, and as soon as I ascertained, okay, give me a break, I did take a minute to make sure nothing was broken, that she wasn't impaled, and I could tell that the only thing actually injured was her pride. I made the foot-in-mouth decision that I'm famous for of pointing out that she had ridden past approximately 20 slippery when wet signs in her own personal Tour de France rampage. Note to self, this was not helpful.
Never helpful.
It took her anger in the moment to Hulk status. We then had an icy, silent ride back to return the bikes at the hotel before we were emotionally able to work through the conflict and get back to a good spot.
We're being so honest here.
I do remember some terrific makeup sex, though. Long live the violin. That'll make sense later in the book. Only looking back can we see the humor of the moment and how ridiculous this all was.
This is all too true. And honestly, not a reaction I'd easily admit to because I was in a mood. And when the storm clouds came in that day, they came in strong. And something I've learned about myself over the years is that I tend to run away from conflict. If things aren't going well between me and someone, whether it's Levi or anyone else, I tend to withdraw and not stick around. So this was a classic Jenny moment. Before, I learned some tools for fighting fair and staying present in whatever fight that might be. But hey, that was a real moment for us. And I'm guessing that might be something you and your spouse have experienced too, if you're humans and married and want to have a great marriage.
If you are a robot, please disregard and just upload a file that will make you better at harmonious interactions with other robots.
Exactly.
And what are you doing listening to this book, you weird robot? Doesn't make any sense. Get off this Audible.
Wow.
Go listen to How to Oil Your Joints or something.
Well, we were talking recently about how our Chicago bike story is a perfect metaphor for relationships. The sign that alerts the pedestrian or skateboarder or angry bike rider in a fight with her husband, slippery when wet, is actually a good warning on the road, and it's especially appropriate for marriage. The surface of our relationship can change from day to day. When we face storms, the path that was fine when we'd last pedaled down it is now slippery because it's wet. We might start to slip and we might even fall hard. But there's strength in getting up, moving through, continuing forward, and navigating ahead with the resources and tools available to us. As we pay attention to the signs and wisdom around us, it's actually possible for us to adjust our speed and begin to make headway. At times, we might go slower than we think we should be going, and we might have to stop at points and reconfigure. And this is all why Levi and I decided to write the marriage devotional. We'll talk about this slippery road of marriage comprehensively, honestly, and with eyes toward the wisdom God makes available to us. In the midst of the unknown roads, He paves a solid path for us. He gives clear instructions along the way, and He's generous with grace and strength and vision when we make a mess of things. He also has a breathtaking design and destination for us as we move forward together. Marriage was His idea. What a good idea, after all. You too might.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.